Hello, thank you for joining me. I want to talk about how to start and run a business alongside your 9 to 5. Uh, I shared it with the community yesterday and I thought I should make something from my channel. So, why should you consider a business along with your 9 to 5? Number one, for extra income and financial stability, it helps you pursue your passions, job security backup. It also gives you the opportunity to build wealth. So I'll quickly run through. So yes, you need extra income. You shouldn't have only one stream of income. At the very minimum, you need about four for you to go through this life. And then it's scriptural. It's scriptural. It's in Genesis. The Garden of Eden had at least four streams. Yeah, I said the Garden of Eden had at least four streams feeding it. So you should have more than one stream of income. It is not wise to have only one stream where your money is coming from. It's also an opportunity to pursue your passions, particularly the ones that you may not be able to express at. Many of us are multi passionate, so we may not have the opportunity to fully express ourselves just with the regular job that we have. And so sometimes it's a good reason to start a business so that you can express. But we'll talk more about what you should do before you get your 2 feet in. Then it gives job security backup because we are in uncertain times. So not every not every job will survive the AI onslaught. So it's important for you to make sure that you're not left with so many certifications and all, and you can't get anything to do with your time. So it's important. It helps you in terms of job security. Then it's also an opportunity to build wealth and legacy. A good man or woman gives leaves wealth for his children's children. So this is not only for men. I actually spoke to a community of women, and so whether you're a man or a woman, it is something you should make sure that you're considering to give wealth to your children and your children's children. It is godly to do so. Let's quickly take on the myths. The first one is that I don't have time. Time can be managed if you're intentional, honestly. Time is not an issue. Some people will say, I need millions to start. Trust me, you don't want to put millions to start. You want to have millions when you have validated your idea. So many successful businesses started very small and then they scaled. So you don't need millions. That's not true. Okay. So, how do you find the best business idea to run with? First of all, you leverage your skills. Look for what are the things that you can do that you remember what I was saying that one of the reasons why you want to have a business is that maybe there are some parts of you that you cannot fully express at work. So, those additional skills, you want to look at how do I build a business around these skills. You love to cook, for example. How do you build a business around that? Your love for food. So you also look around what problems around you can you solve. When you think you've got that brilliant idea, you also want to take some time to test demand before you put your millions that you have into that business. So that's the reason why you don't need millions to start. You need to validate the idea first. So I've shared a few examples, for example, catering, real estate marketing, digital marketing, retail, food, agricultural. What do people keep asking you for? That's actually your clue as to what you should, how you should fine tune your business idea. So make a log. What are the things that people constantly ask you for? What are the problems you see around you that you can solve? Yeah. So after you have determined that this is what you want to go forward with, you need to validate that idea before you begin to invest big. You should engage a lawyer as quickly as possible. Get the business name registered at the very least. Get a business bank account. Create a landing page for your business. Use technology as much as possible to your advantage. Start keeping good records as you start because if you fall into the bad habit of not recording your transactions, it will be a struggle for you going forward. And then when you want to scale, when you want to get in investors, if you wait until your business has scaled before you start trying to build structure, you will struggle. You will struggle. So, as much as possible, quickly confirm that business is what going forward with, then engage a lawyer as quickly as possible, register with CAC, do everything that you need to do, particularly getting that business bank account is a lot of work, but is worth it eventually. So now let's talk about time management hacks. That's one of the reasons why we've said that we've not started our businesses. So let's focus on it. When you've decided to start your business, your mornings and your evenings, don't waste them. They are your best bet. So use that. Wake up 30 minutes earlier, go to bed a bit, maybe 30 minutes earlier. Find time during the day as well. Then, as much as possible, automate, schedule your posts, your payments, and all of that. Do what you can to put batch tasks, do things that are similar together. If possible, delegate. If you have someone you can delegate tasks that are delegatable. In some cases, you can outsource. So, for example, I run a community of virtual assistants, and virtual assistants can help you go further. Or if you can even get a personal assistant, or you look around that your cousin that is not doing anything and you just send money to him or her, you can optimize their time. Your time is gold. One of the major reasons why businesses fail is because they don't use their time well, but it doesn't mean you don't have time. So, but you also need to make sure that your 9 to 5 performance doesn't drop because you started a business. Don't neglect your work duties. As much as possible, avoid conflicts of interest. Let your salary fund your side business. Remain professional. Your job is still your biggest investor, so you make sure you treat it with respect. And this conflict of interest thing, don't sell what your employers are selling, please. And don't use work time to do your business. There are ways you can creatively, where you're waiting for a meeting, you can use that time, but don't use work time. Anyway, let's talk about the common pitfalls that people have. Sometimes you don't separate your personal business from your personal money from business money. Sometimes you do too much at once. Sometimes your pricing is Yes, so sometimes your pricing is wrong, and so it's number three can be the reason for number two. So sometimes because you have put a wrong price on your tasks, so you are now trying to do so much to cover ground. So you need to make sure you get pricing right. And one other common pitfall is that some people quit too early. That is also an issue. You need to be careful. Be patient. Of course, there are some ideas that you will need to ditch, so by the time you run it through, you get a feel of whether it's worth going forward with or not, and build on solid ground. So let's talk about your next action steps. Number one, define your business idea. Number two, validate it with small capital. Structure your business legally and financially. Manage your time wisely. Scale steadily. Take just one small action per day. This week, write something down, start something, don't just dream. So, we have many tools and resources that we can use to help us. So, I've just shared a couple of the ones that have helped me: WhatsApp Business, Canva, Google Workspace, Seller and Flutter Wave. Join mentorship groups, they help you. So, these ones are affordable and they're accessible for you in Nigeria and even all over the world. So, but the reason why I put in Nigeria is that people, if you can scale a business in Nigeria, that means you can scale anywhere else. So because it's like your worst case scenario. So leverage these tools, leverage technology. Technology will help you. And if you have any questions or answers, this is the time you can share. Just send a message to the um, contact details that will be shared with you. For example, email, WhatsApp, just reach out. And we have a community to support people like you. So you can connect with me. These are my details. I would love you to read them. So you can connect with me on any of these platforms and send your questions. Thank you.